So 365 days, my first full year on YouTube. What an adventure. I learned so much in my first year, and in today's video I'm going to be going through my analytics for my full first year on YouTube and talking about my journey of finally deciding to dive into YouTube. So I think that when people think of YouTubers, they think that our job is really easy, like we just carry a camera with us at all times, or we literally just turn it on, talk to a camera for 10 minutes, and we're good for the day. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people who thought doing YouTube was going to be super simple. So I've actually been technically on YouTube for longer than a year, but I wasn't consistently uploading until last year. So you can see here the first video that I ever uploaded was July 2015. I uploaded another one in 2015, and then one in 2016, and then a couple in 2017, a couple in 2018, but it wasn't until October 7th that I started uploading consistently. So this was the first consistent video that I uploaded onto YouTube. At this point, I ideally was trying to upload twice a week to YouTube. That was before I realized how much time and effort that actually went into it. So that quickly fizzled down to once a week, eventually picking Sundays as my typical upload day. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. Doing one YouTube video probably takes at least 15 hours in total to complete. Whenever you're filming a YouTube video, you have to figure out what your topic is. What are you going to be talking about in this specific video? So once you figure out a topic, you have to do your research, figure out exactly what you want to say, what different points you want to cover. And what I personally do is I have a bunch of notes on the Notes app in my phone of different types of videos that I want to make, and anything that I want to talk about in those certain videos, I always add them in there as soon as I think about it so that I don't forget. Once you are able to get all your information, you start to get everything outlined, now it's time to pick a date and a time to film. So you can't just film at any time of the day, because if you film at nighttime, it's going to be too dark. And you also can't film during a really loud part of the day, because then you're going to have a ton of background noise to deal with. And once you figure that out, you also have to figure out where you're going to film. So what is your setting going to be? What's your setup? So then you have to get your setup ready. Once your setup is ready, that's great, but you still have to get yourself ready. So you can't just roll up in a video and have not brushed your hair for 3 days and you're wearing sweatpants and no bra, not looking at least somewhat presentable. And then once you're ready to sit down and film, you have to make sure that your camera is ready and that your battery is charged and your memory card is not full, because having a full memory card when everything is ready to film is very frustrating. Then you film your video, everything is going great, everything's going really smoothly. I would say that on average, my videos probably end up being like 18 to 20 minutes long for the raw file. But then once I'm done, I have to make sure that I edit it. And the editing portion is definitely the longest portion of the whole process. Editing for one video sometimes could easily take 8 hours depending on what type of video it is, what type of graphics you want to use. You also have to figure out what type of music that you want to use. You have to make sure that everything's in focus. And if it's not in focus, then you have to go refilm certain parts of your video. This is actually the third time that I personally am filming this portion of the video, because I had it not being in focus even when it looked like it was in focus. And then once you're done editing the video, you feel like you're done. Yay, your job is complete. No, it's not, because now you have to save the video and then you have to upload it to YouTube. Then when you're uploading it to YouTube, you have to figure out your title, your keywords, your thumbnail, and your description. These are 4 huge parts of your video. This is how people are going to find you. You can make a bomb video, but then have no one find it because your keywords, your title, and your thumbnail suck. If those don't look good, no one's ever going to click on your video and see it. So once you have all of that figured out, you can publish a video and it's completely done. So keep that in mind whenever you are watching a video. That, let's say, 10-minute video that you're watching took that creator probably 15 hours, if not easily more, to create that content. Now, I'm not saying this to complain in any way, shape, or form, because doing YouTube has brought me so much joy, and it is something that I've been wanting to for such a long time, and I honestly just wish I would have started sooner. But at the same time, I had no clue how much time and effort that it was actually going to take, especially if I wanted to start taking it seriously. This is October 7th, 2018 to October 7th, 2019. So these are my analytics for my first year of being consistent on YouTube. I got almost 83,000 views. If you look at this graph, you can see the growth and progression that I got over my first year. I had 6,000 hours of watch time and I earned 726 subscribers. So I did get some subscribers whenever I was randomly posting those videos, but it was very sporadic. It wasn't until I consistently started uploading that I really started to see a good spike. And then I wasn't monetized on YouTube for my first year, so clearly I earned $0. My top performing videos, these 5 videos have consistently done really well on my channel, especially this one. This video currently alone has over 70,000 views. And then if we go up here to my reach, you can see that I had almost 1 million impressions on YouTube. That is so insane to me. Then when you look through the impression click-through rate, so this is the percentage of people who've actually clicked on my videos after they were shown a thumbnail and title of the video. My traffic sources are primarily YouTube search, so people are searching for my videos, which means that my keywords are pretty good. And then also suggested videos and browse features are the other places that the bulk of my traffic comes from. And then if you look at engagement, you can see that my average view duration is 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So out of a full video, this is about how long people are actually staying on to watch the video. And you can see how much this varies, but it's usually consistently around 4 to 4.5 minutes for me. And then if you look at my audience, you will see that only 2.9% of the people who have subscribed to my channel are the ones that are watching my videos. So 97% of my viewers come from people who are not subscribed to my channel. So if that is you, make sure you subscribe. My audience is primarily female, primarily United States, which makes sense because that's where I'm from. So whenever you're starting out on YouTube, obviously you have to figure out your niche. What do you want to make videos about? And this is really important because if you try to reach everybody, you are going to end up reaching nobody. So when I first started, I decided that I was going to make videos about dental hygiene, ketones, and marriage/wedding related things because those are 3 big components of my life and I knew that I could talk a lot about them. So what I started doing is whenever I started uploading onto YouTube, I noticed that my ketone videos and my dental hygiene related videos were starting to do really, really well, but my wedding and marriage related videos weren't getting a lot of views. So what I did is I paid attention to those views and I stopped making so many videos related to wedding and marriage because I knew that that wasn't what my audience was really wanting to see from me. So now, fast forward a year later, my content is still dental hygiene and ketones, but I also still talk a lot about things that are related to me in my life. So right now, that would be becoming a homeowner and our house. I talk a lot about that process and the whole transition that we had to go through. People will subscribe to you and follow you for a reason. They want certain content from you. So try to narrow it down. And if you're gonna do a couple different type of niches, mix them in together so that you're not just talking about one topic at a time. So that way the people who follow you for different types of reasons, they're still getting relevant content frequently. During my first year on YouTube, I personally was working 5 jobs. 5 different incomes. Now mind you, only 3 of those jobs were jobs that I actually had to physically show up for and had like an actual scheduled timeline. But trying to fit in doing YouTube on top of having all these other things to do, life, trying to find a house, keeping the house up, being a wife, family, friends, having a social life is a lot of work. And it didn't leave me a lot of time for doing YouTube. So I had to really reorganize my priorities if I was going to take YouTube seriously. I had to cut back on a lot of other side work that I was doing so that I was able to have more time to focus on this. If it's important to you, you will make time for it. There are so many times that I wanted to just skip a video, skip an upload, and honestly, because I don't have a really big following, a lot of people would have never even noticed, but I want to take this seriously and I want my viewers to know that I'm going to be consistent and I want them to be able to expect when my next upload is going to be. So while it is not the hardest job in the world by any sort of means, I hope this gives you some insight on what doing YouTube is actually like and how much time it really does take us. It is not nearly as easy as we probably make it look. If you're watching this and you're interested in doing YouTube, my biggest advice for you is to just start doing it. The longer you wait, the longer it's going to take you to gain traction and actually gain a following. Also, if you are doing YouTube just to make money, keep this in mind, okay? I did YouTube consistently for a full year, and let's say on average, every single video that I posted, and I posted so many videos, took me about 15 hours each to complete. Now, I didn't get paid a single penny for any of my work until recently. So that just goes to show that doing YouTube is truly something that I genuinely just enjoy and I really wanted to do. And being able to be monetized and make money on it now is just a huge bonus and such a big motivation for me to take it even more serious. So with that being said, if you are thinking of doing YouTube just for the money, you are going to get very discouraged and it's probably not going to work out. You really have to truly love what you're doing because it does take a lot of work. I hope that this was informative for you guys, and I hope that this gave you a really good insight into what being a YouTuber and doing YouTube is actually like. My first year on YouTube was the slowest process ever, but it was so much fun, and the amount of joy that I've gotten out of it is 1000% worth doing it. If you did enjoy this type of video, make sure you hit the like button. If there's something YouTube related that you want me to make and talk about, let me know down in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that red subscribe button, and as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.